All right, you guys
Oh,
are ready to roll.
what? We're live on Facebook too.
Start.
Hi. I don't know why. Sorry. Why that was so funny. Okay.
Why was it funny?
I have no idea. I guess I wasn't prepared to be live on Facebook. I think I thought we were just going to record it.
It's recording too.
Yeah. That's per usual, the live on Facebook. Anyway, it's neither here nor there.
Okay. We have been doing that the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
All right. Well, happy Tuesday, everyone. This is JoJo. Good to see you all here. And we'll hand it over to Wendy so she can take some shout outs and gratitudes.
Just wanted to see if anyone had any wins or gratitudes they'd like to share. Carrie, your hair looks great. Christine's here, Chad's here, Thomas, Michael, Sherry, Christina, Stacy, Scott, Sarah, and I think that's Jim and Anna.
Well, I'll go. I'm grateful for good conversations being had on our team with people sharing isogenics with others.
Me too. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. If you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Awesome. 2 more shares. Oh, Christina, a client lost 9 pounds in the first week. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Love when that happens. All the time, every day.
I'm going to say Ionics.
What's it done for you today?
What's it not done for me today? Stuff is amazing. I actually think I need another dose of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Those adaptogens are powerful in a good way.
Save the kids, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Save all the little people.
I am grateful for our continual resets and challenges every 2 weeks because it's keeping me on track. And I went into quarantine saying I was going to be better on the other side of this, and I really have done better than I have in a really, really, really long time. So
awesome.
It's everyone's keeping me accountable as well. So it's a huge piece of it.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
JoJo, I'm gonna back on that. I am thankful that we continue to have these resets and this encouragement and the Forever At group for Pam, for being persistent and knowing that I needed this. And just for the daily encouragement and inspiration. I guess I could go on and on. I too love Ionics. Yeah, I'm starting to really love isogenesis. I'm not really sure exactly what it's doing other than I just feel renewed. I feel like I'm even more clear than just with the nutrition alone minded. And I feel like I have so much energy that I sometimes don't even know what to do with it. So yeah.
That's amazing. I love it.
I love the word renewed. That's a great word.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even need to know what it does. It's helpful, but you just gotta put it in your body and let it do its magic. Thanks for sharing.
We've said that to a couple of people recently. Like it's almost the benefit of it is indescribable, and so you just have to experience it for yourself because, to say, oh, I have more energy, like, okay, that's great. What exactly does that mean for you? Like and it's just a feeling of euphoria all the time.
Yeah, I used to feel really sleepy at 3 o'clock every day and literally want to lay down. I've got a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, and really I was just run ragged. And I can't even remember the last time at 3 p.m. that I felt like I needed to go lay down or just check out or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm loving the way I feel.
Thank you for sharing. So awesome. All right, one more, anybody?
Wow.
That's good. So Michael said in the chat, I'm 63 and people think I'm 45 to 50, thanks to our little magic beans. Yeah. Thanks, Michael.
And Christina agrees about the naps too. Love it. What's a nap?
Right? Awesome. Okay. We didn't really decide who was doing what tonight. Do you guys want me to chat about the expansion, or you want to, Anna?
Oh no, I was just going to do the man. I mean, yeah, we can talk about the expansion first.
Let's talk about the expansion, because this is going to work into what you're going to talk about with manager, right? So
yeah,
why Anna's jumping up and down is because Italy is one of the countries that we will be opening on July 13th. So this is happening really fast. So normally, like, there's this long process, and we get one country at a time. But because when the company umbrellaed Zija, because Zija was already doing business in these countries, it's allowed us to move much faster than we ever could have expected. So in case you guys haven't seen all the countries, I had it up on my computer, and now it's not in my face right now. So if somebody has it up, then bring it up for me. If not, I will find it.
I can tell you.
So
we have Italy.
Italy.
I'm from Italy, which is why I'm so excited, because I have.
So Germany, Austria, Denmark, Finland, France, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Sweden, Switzerland, Italy, and Japan. So typically,
and the Canary Islands.
What'd you say?
And the Canary Islands.
Oh, and the Canary Islands, right? It's not on the list. I don't know why, but yes. And so the Canary Islands, I learned today, which I did not know, is they're an autonomous region off of Spain. So they're actually like part of Spain, sort of. So I didn't know that till today. So typically what they do is, we get people pre-enrolled, and then on a certain day they're allowed to order product. But on July 13th, I believe, from what I'm understanding, they're going to be able to get enrolled and order product right away, which is great. So we can already get them having an experience. So what the recommendation would be is to start reaching out to people and just say, who do you know in these places? Now, know that we're already in Europe and Scotland and Ireland and the Netherlands and Hong Kong and Australia and New Zealand. So we already have all of these amazing places that we can work with. Now we have 12 more. So that makes us, we're active in 26 countries. Isn't that, it's amazing, right? The first thing that you want to do is have your international membership. Because without an international membership, that only gives you the ability to do business in the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. When you get the international membership, that allows you to do business in every other country. What it also allows you to do is that if somebody in your organization or your network enrolls somebody in Italy, that means that that person in Italy, their volume, that you will also benefit from that. Whether or not you know that person in Italy, if you have your international sponsorship, you will benefit positively from having that international membership. You'll get that business volume. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out on that. You can have an entire organization in another country underneath you, and if you don't have your international sponsorship, it's kind of like they're not there as far as your business volume is concerned. So it's $49 a year to have your international sponsorship. You can go right into your back office and sign up. I think it's under account. If you click on account, it's either there or it's under team on the team link. So either one, it's on one of those places. I don't, am I feeding back? Is my connection funky? You know, my internet.
It was earlier, but it's better now.
And so any questions
You're
around
good.
that? So if you guys go on isagenixbusiness.com and you click on resources. Now I tried to click on toolkit and it doesn't really come up like on the drop down, but if you actually click on the resources button, it opens up the whole page of all the resources. And the first two things on there are the European guidebook and the Japanese guidebook. So go in there and read all of it. The European one is really long because it goes through each country individually, but what it does is kind of give you, it kind of gives you an idea and an overview of what's important to people in that country, what their customs are, how you greet them, like things like that. You want to know that because you don't want to throw somebody off right when you first meet them. So it's important to understand how each culture feels and sees things differently. So that was really helpful. It also shows the products that will be available there. And then the Japan one is different. They'll have different products than we do. And so I think that will give you guys a really great idea, but it's time now to start talking to those people and letting them know that this is happening. And what we can do if, we get to that point, I think we should start having some presentations that we can invite some people on from these other countries and we can teach them about the products. So we can put that together really simply and be able to explain that to them so they understand what. Now, from the compensation plan, all of the rankings are the same, all of the BV, everything rolls out the same. I don't see anything that's too much different than what we have currently here. So questions there?
I'll just add, oh, sorry, what, Anna? Were you saying something, Anna? No. Okay, so it's important to look at the toolkits or the tool guides for Japan and the European area, because on Monday, the 6th, they're doing a little more in-depth talk. So Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard, so 8 a.m. Pacific Standard, they're going to do the European expansion and go into a little bit more detail. So the prerequisite is that you've read and gone through the 70 slide thing on the European expansion. And then in the evening, also on Monday, July 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard, they're going to talk about the Japan expansion. Cool. So that's there for us.
Thank you for reminding me of that. Appreciate it.
I don't know if they're doing it on isagenixlive.com or if they have a separate Zoom for that.
I think so, but if not, then I'll find out and I'll get it posted up. Thank you for that reminder. And yes, if you go into the toolkit and Isagenix Business, the products that will be available are there. There is no isogenesis in Europe, or I don't believe I saw it on the Japan list either. If somebody saw it somewhere that I didn't see it, let me know, but I don't believe that isogenesis is anywhere yet. And so before I hand it over to, what were we doing next? But I just want to remind you guys about having your auto ship at 29 days. And when you enroll somebody, that you put their auto ship at 29 days. And the importance of that is not only so they have, they're not running out of product before their product comes, but also that so their BV benefits them as well. So it's 100 BV to keep us active every 30 days. So how it works is that anything over that 100 goes into your bank. So let's say you have 100 and you order 105 BV every 30 days. That 100 BV would go to keep you active for the month. The 5 BV would go into your bank, right? The 5 would be over the 100. But if you order that every 29 days, then the whole 105 BV goes into your bank. So not only does it keep you active for the month, but it also it benefits you as well as far as your BV. So you get both, right? When you do it every 29 days. So just set yourself up like that, set your enrollees up like that, it will benefit them. And definitely, you know, you get the benefit from that, and it helps you cycle. So why not earn back from your own order as well, right? And so I will, where are we going next? Anna?
Yeah, we can go there. But Christina, I don't know if you can unmute yourself since we are talking about auto ship real quick. If you want to, you said that you're having a challenge keeping people on auto ship. Is there something consistently that comes up for you that maybe we could troubleshoot or chat about that we could help you with?
Well, I wouldn't say that there's any one particular thing. It just, you know, I always set them up that way and then say, you know, you can always change and try different products throughout the month. But then, you know, I've had 3 or 4 the last month. I don't know if it's just because of, you know, what's going on, finances, that and the other, but it's just a little discouraging because I don't know, you know, what other kind of conversation I can have because, you know, obviously they're not seeing the true benefit. And I know that's something I need to work on as far as asking some better questions and having a better conversation. So
I think, you know, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I think it's twofold. I think it's a little bit their end, obviously a little bit my end. So just getting better at it at my end.
Yeah, absolutely. Posture is very, very important, and it's something that you will strengthen every single day the more conversations you have. I will tell you that that was something that I had a huge challenge with probably more up until probably the last 6 or 8 months. My posture has changed, but what I have told people when I'm enrolling them is that, especially since we're doing the Forever Pack, look, this is just your baseline nutrition. You're going to eat every single day. You're going to want to feel healthy. So, you know, at a minimum, you want to continue to order at least 2 canisters of shake in your isogenesis because that's just basic. That's just like breathing and drinking water. And that's what I tell them. I said, that's just like breathing. You got to breathe every single day. So you want to have at least this. And then as the new months come up, you know, your 2nd month, your 3rd month, we can start to explore other products, but you want to make sure that you keep at least 1 canister of shake for every 2 weeks so that you're having at least 1 meal a day that you know is really, really good for you. And when I've been doing that, that seems to work really well. People are like, oh, okay, that's fine. Because I call it, I don't know if it's because I'm using the word baseline nutrition or if it's because I tell them it's just like breathing. But again, part of it comes from posture. You know, I'm like, you're going to breathe every single day. You've got to eat at least once a day. That's all this is. And then we can add to as you need to. So that's helped. But, you know, if having conversation or role playing is helpful as well, we could do that too. So lots of different options, but it'll come with practice, Christina, I promise.
Thank you. No, I like how you said that. That was really nice. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. And I usually tell them I set it for 29 days because I don't want you calling me because you've run out of shakes and are crying. And I did have somebody say that. They're like, oh my God, I started to ration myself out because I was getting ready to run out. And I'm like, yeah, we don't want that. No rationing here. We want you to be able to feel good all through the month, knowing that your next order is going to come in before, you know, your last order runs out. Christine?
Hi.
Hi.
I had a customer today and everything. I mean, I just went over everything A to Z, and same thing I just wanted to share. I'm sorry, I missed the lady's name that was just posed that question about auto ship and having a difficult time retaining, and Christina. I did covered everything today, and this young lady was just adamant, and she absolutely does not want to try the isogenesis. I mean, there was nothing, absolutely do not want to do the auto ship. And of course, right, I mean, I don't want to deter her from what she wants to try, a shake a day. So, right, and so my goal is to follow up with her, you know, maybe periodically and see how she's feeling. And then hopefully if she's feeling great, then that she'll do the auto enroll then. I just didn't, I mean, there was nothing. Sometimes people just don't want it. And the other thing was about the price point. And I did, you know, again, it's like you said, Anna, I agree. You know, you're breathing and you're eating every day. It's like the same behavior. You're just gonna, this is gonna be, you know, become your habit. But she's just, sometimes people they're just not comfortable with it right out of the gate, is what I find. Most people are, but not all. Not all. That whole auto ship seems to, I have a few people, small percentage, but it kind of frightens them. I don't know.
And I think that, you know, more than likely, if you were to ask them, it's probably a past experience where they've ordered something and then something showed up on their doorstep and they weren't intending for it to be there. And so you can let them know that Isogenics sends reminder emails. So make sure that you add Isogenics to your safe sender, if they tend to get a lot of stuff that goes to spam. That's why it's really important to have like a weekly conversation with people right when they're first starting. That I found is beneficial too, is okay, let's set up your next appointment. Let's talk, for a weekend. And I'll talk about, okay, so you're going to get, you still have this, let's make sure that your auto ship is still the same flavors you want, or if you want to try a different flavor, let's talk about that. So we're talking about it multiple times, so it's not a surprise. And there is added benefit to them being on auto ship because they get an additional 5% discount. So, and you can let them know that, having you on auto ship gives you an additional discount, which who doesn't like discounts? But again, if it's something that, 2 or 3 weeks in after we've had multiple conversations, you find that this just isn't for you, it's super easy to cancel. Our customer service is the best.
Yeah. I did all of that, of it. She does, yeah. But that's okay.
Something good practice, right?
It was very good, very good. And you know what? I'm still happy that she wants to try the shakes. But I did all of that, like verbatim, which was honest, and it's from my heart. Now, I will have a question about this 5%. That's on future orders. That's not on the initial order. That additional 5% is going for initial order.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good.
I just would like to throw in a reminder that when people are getting started, we know the value of it. They don't necessarily know the value of it for themselves yet. And so it's the point of plugging them into the community, staying plugged in with them to make sure that they're having great results. Answering questions, letting them know that we can course correct at any level if they're not liking something, or something's not right, or they're not feeling right, or whatever that is, because it's over the course of this month that allows them to find the value in it. When we help them find the value in it, and either the non-scale victories or the extra energy or those little things that are shifting for them, then then that lifestyle rewards auto ship doesn't seem so weird later. So it's always something that can be added back on, and you can go, hey, for your order next month, let's make sure we set it up for an auto ship so you get an extra 5% off. It doesn't necessarily have to be done from the beginning anymore. And so it's just a great way to, and it's a reminder for us to be following up with our customers. Right? Cool.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to talk to you guys about the manager pool. I don't know if you guys have gone into your back office and taken a look at that, but let me go ahead. Jojo, is it okay if I share my screen, or should I? Okay, let me share my screen with you guys because that might be easier. So the manager pool is really, really exciting. The last date for the last manager pool for the May, hold on, there we go. Just ended on June 29th. Okay, sorry guys, it's hard to, okay, this is easier. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have looked at the Leader in Action formula, but I do have that. So I have it printed off, thanks to Wendy's suggestion, gentle suggestion. And I went ahead and printed it off for the rest of the year, because this is a really good tracker just to have every single month, not only to see what you're doing with your business, but to go back and reflect what you've done with your business. Because Wendy, okay, so in full disclosure, I printed this out. Last month, I did not fill it out. And Wendy was like, did you fill it out? And I was like, I did not. So step 1 is to print it. Step 2 is to fill it out. Because you can go back and you can look and see how many people that you've enrolled or how many people you've helped rank advance. And so having it on paper is just another really good tool to remind you of all the success that you guys have had. So we get points for our own personal enrollments. Now, and we just talked about auto ship. And so JoJo's correct. They don't necessarily have to enroll. A brand new person does not have to enroll with auto ship. However, in order for the individual to count for your Leader in Action formula, they do have to be on auto ship. Okay. So you get points for people that you enroll. If it's a 1 PET, basically you are the enroller and they're the enrollee, you get 1 point. If you help one of your PETs enroll a person, then you get 2 points for that individual. And so if I'm helping Anna right now. She enrolled 1 person last week, so I got 2 points for Princess who enrolled. And then she's getting ready to enroll Tammy, so I will get 4 points for helping her basically rank advance. And so so I got points for Princess and Tammy for helping Anna enroll Princess and Tammy, but then I also get points for Anna hitting consultant. So technically, with just helping 1 individual, I get 6 points, okay? And then if you have active weeks as manager, director, or executive, you get points for that as well. Right here is the worksheet where you can download that. But the really awesome thing is, so you want to make sure that you get points in each column for the Leader in Action. So basically it looks like this when you guys download it, right? So we want points for each of these columns right here. When you do that, you want to make sure, so you'll get, let's say you get 20 points for the last month. So for the month of June, right? Because that's what we're getting ready to go into July. I can't believe it. And so let's say you earned 20 points. So then you have earned, because you earned 20 points, you get 20 shares of the manager pool. At the end of the month, they end up adding up everybody's total shares that everybody has earned. And so, for example, if there were 5,000 shares earned for last month, then they determine the share value by taking the 75,000, because that's what they have every single month in the manager pool. So they take 75,000 across the US and Canada. There have been 5,000 shares earned. So if you divide, or sorry, you earned 5,000, 5,000 shares, they divide that, it's 15. So if you had 20 shares, and it was $15 per share, that equals $300. And that is up to $1,000 per month. So the opportunity for you to earn is up to $1,000. And you can do that for 3 months. Okay. Puerto Rico as well. So US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. The first month that the associate earns a bonus in the manager leadership pool counts as 1 month of 3. And the maximum you can earn is $1,000. And again, as I stated before, you have to earn 1 point in each category in order to qualify. So this is really exciting. So when we talk about Isagenix being extremely generous and constantly thinking of ways to put money back into the associates' pockets, this is one of them. If you just print off this sheet and you keep it by you every single day, it's going to help you get there. The sheet next to it that you'll find, sheet 2, is your tracking sheet. So here's where you would write all of the individuals that you enrolled, and here's where you're going to write all your PET people, and then your personally enrolled rank advancements. So it's super simple. and it's doable.
Can I just ask a question? So in order for them to count as your point, they have to be enrolled on auto ship? I thought it was not.
No, my understanding is it has to be on auto ship.
Enrolled on auto ship.
Enrolled on auto ship.
Okay.
When
Okay.
they first enroll, so even if they were to enroll, let's say they enrolled today, and we put them up on auto ship, and then they decided to cancel it tomorrow, it would still count, but they have to be enrolled on auto ship. Let me just double check that. Let's see if it says it in here. Okay, I have qualification. Oh, I didn't share this. These are the qualification dates. I should have. So the next qualification dates are basically, it's June 29th, which was Monday yesterday, through July 26th. And there's 4 weeks. And then that bonus will be paid August 17th. And so there's a leadership calendar on that tab. If you just go to contest and promotions in your back office, you'll see it there. It doesn't say it on here. I'll double check that. I was under the impression that yes, because that's what somebody told me when I was calling Isogenics. They said that the person didn't count, if you will. So, but I will double check that, and then I'll put that in our team page to share with everybody if I was incorrect.
Great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
No
you. Thank
problem.
you. Yep.
So another easy place to find that worksheet and all that information is in your back office under contest and promotions, under leader in action. It'll have the website, it'll have the worksheet, it'll have the flyer. And I would recommend filling it out even if you do have zeros in some columns, because I initially had been following leader in action formulas in the past, but stopped doing it if I had a zero in a column. And someone on Team Isogenics had said, do it anyway, because you're going to start with zeros someplace. But what the tracking sheet does is shows you where your strengths are and where you can focus some of your efforts on. So, and I love how they've revamped it so that all promotions follow this leader in action formula. They used to have different contests, different promos that followed different formulas. It was so confusing. So now this is all of the bonuses, all of the pools, the manager director pools follow the executive leadership, the executive lifestyle bonus. They all follow the same monthly calendar cycle. So it's worth getting used to and just starting to track. So because what gets tracked gets improved, right?
Okay, so I'm looking in the leader in action section of our back office. And so it says here, it says, do my 1 PET and 2 PET enrollments need to have 100 BV or more to count? It says yes. It must be 100 BV or more to earn points in for leader in action. So I will double check with, I think it'd probably be good to call Isogenics, but that makes it sound like it doesn't have to be on auto ship. It would still count.
Great. Awesome. Great explanation. Does anybody have any questions about that part? Anything they want to add?
Who's going to go for the manager pool?
Me.
Me.
Yay. Do it.
I'm
Nice.
going for it all. Wendy, do you want to explain the challenge, or Crystal? Explain what we're doing next.
Crystal.
Go for it, Wendy. You guys are on a roll.
I was like, I think Crystal might be a better person to describe this, but feel free to jump in and make any corrections. So this next challenge is going to be based off of Dr. Colgan's recommendations on how he uses the cleanse. And I really like this because it's different. It's been 6 years of me using this stuff however I want to, and then quarantine came and I was like, oh, okay, let me follow the 30-day system for once, and it works. So now we're doing a Colgan style cleanse / intermittent fasting. So it will be, so starting Monday, July 6th, we are going to be having, we're going to eat up until, we'll stop eating at 8 p.m., whatever time zone you're in. And then at 10 p.m., we'll have 2 scoops of Cleanse for Life, or 4 ounces if you have the liquid version. And then we fast until 10 a.m. the following morning, where we break our fast with a shake. So we're going to do that for 5 days in a row. And like during the day, you'll continue eating as you would on a shake day up until 8 p.m. And then, so we do that nightly for 5 nights. And then on the weekend, we will not do that. We'll just follow shake days on the weekends. And then I was assuming that the following Monday, we would do another 5 days of this new regimen. So that's all I got. I mean, the announcements, how we're doing it is in the announcements and of each Facebook group. And we're also going to be throwing in some daily workouts or yoga. So that'll be fun. 20-minute little exercise. Vinny loves doing nightly cleanses and has been doing them for years. I've been doing nightly cleanses as well, but I've just done the single shake, and I don't necessarily intermittent fast for 12 to 14 hours. But this will be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens, and definitely taking before and after pictures. And it's a great way to start people as we're, reaching out to people who have been interested, who have expressed interest in isogenics in the past, who can reach out and say, hey, we're doing this reset with a whole group. If you want to join us, this would be a great time to do it. And I think people like that sense of urgency, and they like the structure, and they like knowing that they're not alone. So, and then definitely encourage them. If they have some friends that they want to do it with, it's even better for accountability. So
it's how I've re-engaged how I am re-engaging a couple people that have stopped using the products for a while. And said, hey, we're getting ready to do a reset. Would love for you to join us. And so, yes, we are going to I'll do yoga. And then we have a trainer who will come on and do a 20-minute, live training session. So that's going to be super exciting. And yeah, so should probably have people order, I would say by like Wednesday or Thursday of this week, just to make sure that they have their products in hand. But if you have somebody who doesn't get it, right away, that's okay. They can start when they get it. It's fine. Obviously we can still support them through that. And then what we're going to do, or what we're going to recommend that individuals do, is that they order at least 2 canisters of shake. They'll need 2 canisters of cleanse. And then I would do the isogenesis as well, if they're open to that. If they want to finish out the month, so the 2 canisters of shake will support them for those 2 weeks. But if they wish to finish out the month, then they'll need a 3rd canister of shake as well, so that they can have at least one shake a day. So totally up to you. You could just meet people where they are, ask them, what their goals are. But that's what I did with the last reset is, I don't want to leave you hanging after 2 weeks, because that's what I sort of feel like. I feel like I take them to the edge of the cliff and hold them by the shirt and be like, all right, dude, there we go. So I've said, hey, I don't want you to be left hanging in the middle of the month. So let's go ahead and order you a 3rd canister of shake. And then all you have to do is just do 1 shake a day for the rest of the month. I'm like, oh, okay. So.
Simple.
Yep.
Crystal, you have something?
No, I'm excited. I think that this is my sister. my sister reached out to me, and she just enrolled. That's why I was late to the call, because I did a live about this cleansing. So I'd love to tell you guys, I'm all over lives now, but when I started them, literally I would be like, I'd make my husband take my kids out of the house. I would do jumping jacks. I'd have an e-shot. Like I'd have to just, I get so incredibly nervous about doing lives. So if that's you, I just encourage you to do it and then do it again and then do it again and then do it again, because when you do them, you just get so many more views on your Facebook. So people are going to see you that won't normally see you. So anyway, I did the live the other day just saying, it's raining, we need the rain. And since, you know, the ground's being cleansed, let me tell you about this new cleanse. And she reached out to me, and I think she reached out because this is just a really simple way of cleansing. It's not scary to have 4 ounces before you go to bed. So use that, you know, for people in the past who maybe have been like, I'll never cleanse, that's crazy, that's not for me. This might be for them.
Right.
I'm excited. I've never done it this way, so we'll see.
Love
what
it.
happens.
I had somebody who flat out told me when we did the last reset, and I reached out to her and said, hey, we're doing a reset. Would you be interested in restarting isogenics? She's like, you know, I almost reached out to you. She's like, I hate cleansing with a passion. She's like, I will never, ever cleanse again. And I was like, all right, dude, you don't have to. It's fine. Like, just, we'll do the forever pack. She reached out to me today and she's like, oh, nightly cleansing? I can do nightly. That's not scary. I can do nightly cleansing. I was like, okay, you can. Absolutely. So it's a different way to present it. They still get really, really good benefits, and it's, you know, less intimidating. So even those who say no.
Right. So remember that with this, just like with everything else, we fit this into what our lifetime is. Like, so we look at the guide and it says 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but that is not my life. Okay. My life is not, I'm going to be done eating at this time and then I'm going to cleanse at this time. I use that pattern and I adjust it to what my timeline is. So if they want us to have 2.5 hours in between our last meal and when we cleanse, then just make sure it's that 2.5 hours. I don't care what the time is on it. It will be the same thing for you as long as you make sure that for your shake the next day, you are, you know, waiting that time so you're still getting that intermittent fasting. That's going to be the big thing. So stop eating when you want, drink your cleanse when you want, just make sure that 12 hours in between is there. Okay, that's the only thing. How I am working this out with everybody, I've done a 3-2-1. We're getting 3 shakes, 2 cleanses, 1 ICG. And so then they're able to do 2 full weeks of 2 shakes a day, because I'm having everyone do 2 shakes a day, and do 2 shakes a day, meal and snacks. And then they'll have 1 shake to take them through where they can do 1 a day for the following month. So they're not just totally out of shake. They'll have 1 extra to do for the month. With 2 canisters of shake, that's enough to do 4 ounces of cleanse throughout both 5-day spans and still have a little bit left. So they will still have a little bit left. And I think if I figured it out right, they would have enough to do 1 full cleanse day. So if we wanted to do 1 full cleanse day with them, towards the end of the month, we could do that. And then that gives them enough ICG for the whole month. So that's what I've been putting together, is that 3-2-1 kit. And then we're, you know, I'm setting them up for a forever pack for their lifestyle rewards. Good. Questions? And everyone does think, oh, nightly cleansing, I can do that before I go to bed. That's easy. So easy peasy. And that allows us to ease them in slowly to go, well, okay, maybe we could do half days, or maybe we could do full days, or, you know, and it opens them up to the possibility that they could do a full day cleanse.
Hey, Jojo, I just had a question for my sister. I confirmed that she can have all of her meds. She was worried about that. And I said, absolutely, you're going to have your meds. She wanted to know if she could have coffee. And I said, well, you can have black coffee on a cleanse day. So I'm thinking yes. What would you say to people?
Preferably iced coffee, but yes, she can have coffee. So I am not a coffee negator. I believe that there's health benefits to coffee. I definitely believe that there's benefits to our coffee versus other coffee. And so that's, if somebody wants to ask about stuff like that, when somebody brings up coffee and can they drink coffee, I am always going, hey, give ours a try. So I end up putting a bag on for a lot of people, and I have a ton of people who are just like love our coffee, have gone back to drinking coffee since being introduced to ours. So yes, they can, for sure. And, obviously if you're having coffee with, 5 tablespoons of like really bad, awful cream in it, probably not, right? But a little bit of coconut milk or some black coffee, or I find, good benefits to that, for sure.
Straight up, that coffee's amazing.
I thought you were going to start dancing. I was like, okay, here we go.
No, not
And
tonight.
if you're like me and you don't finish it, then
That's
you just
Friday
dump
night.
it in your shake and it tastes amazing.
Oh yes, Anna is the master shake mixer with her ice of coffee.
You dump the grinds in your shake?
No, the coffee. Not
Just
the
kidding.
grinds. Oh, I was like, ew. Well, yeah, she likes it crunchy.
Like steel cut oats.
Yep.
Yeah. Because you're all talking about the ISA coffee, I am not a coffee drinker. So can you just share, give me some details about what is so good and why to recommend? I know it's more alkaline, it's less acidic, I believe. I recall learning that in my short time, but anything you can offer me about our great coffee?
I can go. Let me go on that one.
You go.
It contains green tea extract, trace minerals, and coconut oil to increase pH. But more than that, it is the best tasting coffee on the planet. It does not need anything in it. And that's
from coffee I've ever been able to drink, black.
Yeah. That's not from me. That's from like hardcore coffee drinkers who try this stuff and they're like, this is amazing. So and that's both the premium and the organic.
It's cold roasted. And so instead of roasting it in this high heat where it becomes bitter, it's cold roasted. So you don't get that weird bitter after bite. And if you taste it, like, and you have a cup of Starbucks, you can immediately tell the difference.
And French press is the best.
I just do it in my Keurig, because that French press takes a long time.
That doesn't rhyme though. French pressed is the best.
Okay, so green tea extract, trace minerals, coconut oil, which increases the pH, cold roasted, so there's no high heat, doesn't create that bitter taste. Did I miss anything?
And no mycotoxins. So most coffee has mycotoxins in it, which is their negative mold, right? So we don't want mold in our coffee. But mycotoxins are carcinogenic and bad for our system. We are tested for mycotoxins, so we do not have any of that.
Ooh, got it. Thank you.
And if you ever want to see an article on that, you can go to isogenicshealth.net and look up ISA coffee or look up mycotoxins, and you can see an article there. There's a great article on it.
That's right. Thank you.
Kati made a good point in the chat. The chocolate shake with some ISA coffee in it.
Or the birthday cake.
Oh boy, now we're getting crazy.
With coffee?
Yes.
Like a tiramisu.
My goodness.
So Christine, don't feel like you need to regurgitate all of that to somebody else.
You do not.
Share an article, share a video.
3-way call.
Okay.
3-way call.
Yeah, very good. Okay, great. Yeah, I just thought I'd throw it out there because it was a strong topic, this coffee. Maybe I'll start drinking coffee.
You don't have to.
He's like, no.
Great.
All right. So we feel ready for the challenge. So there's been a post that's been going around. You can check anybody's page, Wendy's page, Anna's page, my page, Crystal's page, just a little blurb that says, next week challenge starts on July 6th. Nightly cleansing, daily fueling, easy peasy, very effective, want in, right? It's something really simple. And we keep that really simple for a reason. I don't know what the psychology of it is, but that little blurb on a colored background seems to get the best response. And the more we comment on each other's, the more it pushes it out. And it also helps others feel like, okay, I'm not the only one that wants to do this. So it creates community. So make sure that when you see someone else's post go up, that you're commenting on theirs as well. So reach out to people about the opening, reach out to people about the challenge, and you know, print up your manager pool worksheet and order some coffee. If every single month we just added one thing to our auto ship that we had not tried before, you can do a try once. So you can go on there, you can try it once. It's amazing. Here, I'll tell you guys about something that you may not know about. This is a little bottle called Tumbliss. This stuff is magic elixir. Okay, I will just tell you that this is one of our essential oil blends. Okay, so you can ingest this or you can use it topically. But if I have a stomach ache, I ate something bad, like I don't know what it was, but I was in pain, I was sick, I was nauseous, like I rubbed this on my belly, and I'm telling you, within 10 minutes, it was like miracle. I drank a little bit in a glass, one drop in a glass of water, completely gone. I have told multiple people about this who suffer with bloating issues and other issues, and this stuff is magic. It's called Tumbliss. Put it on your order, use it often. Okay. There's
I'll share a little bit.
Tumbliss.
So for all the boys, you guys can cover your ears, but my 14-year-old daughter has her cycle, and so she has some pretty severe cramps when she gets her cycle. And she said that the heating pad wasn't touching it today. So I said, hey, and auto, you know, voice correct said the tumbler, it didn't say Tumbliss. So just know that you'll have to go back and fix that. But I messaged her and I said, hey, put some Tumbliss essential oil on your belly. And when I got home, it was probably 10 or 15. Yeah, probably about 10 or 15 minutes later. And I'm like, how's your belly feeling? And she's like, surprisingly better. And I was like, it was because of the essential oils. And she's like, no, it's not. So she, she's not a believer, but she had some major stomach cramps and has been sitting on the couch all day, sort of, you know, in pain. And she put it on, and 10 minutes later, she's feeling better. So.
Wow, that's amazing. And I'm a believer. And if anyone wants to hear, and Lisa's not on tonight, but if you want to hear Lisa, oh, she is on.
She was on, yeah.
Say, oh, there she is. I didn't see her face on there. I don't know if she can unmute, but it's amazing. Like, we all have these great testimonials about Tumbliss. So, and I love our essential oils, but that one, you know, I didn't use it for a long time. It just sat in my kit. And then one day I was like, well, let me try it. What could it hurt? And oh my gosh, the angels sang.
And you can infuse it too, right?
I believe so. I would imagine you could.
Diffuse it, you mean?
Yeah, you can diffuse it.
Same thing.
Yeah, and anything that's a supplement. So just so you guys know, we have 10 different oils. If it says supplement on the bottle, that means that you can ingest it. So remember that. Anything else is topical.
You can diffuse it. However, the whole point of it, Tumbliss, is something internal and belly. So like airway would be great to diffuse, but
Yes.
I don't know that Tumbliss would have the same effect.
Yeah,
just
makes sense.
It just smells good, but
it does. It smells wonderful.
And so, oh, and get your international membership. Yes, thank you, Wendy.
Yes.
So get that international membership. Once a year, $49. Just think about that. You can do business in an entire globe, 26 countries for $49 a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge opportunity, guys.
Yeah.
So you never know who people know. Ask them, who do you know?
Exactly.
Who do you know?
Yep. Not who you know, it's who they know. So
who do you know in Italy, Anna?
Oh, my entire family. I'm so excited. Yay. This is when having a really, really big Italian family, when I'm talking like 100 people at least, is a good thing. And all of them are named Anna or Raffaele.
Anna.
So,
like in my family, we're all named Joe or Louis. So it's the same thing.
I'm so excited.
And so it is. And you guys remember that, you know, the whole world is dealing with this crazy virus thing that's running around. And so to have a plan B have a plan B is going to be important. Now we have the ability to offer all of these other people a plan B and nutritious meals delivered to their door. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are all excited. Good job, everybody. I'm thank you for all your help and support and keeping everybody accountable on the resets, and all of the help and everything with that is just, it creates such a huge community. And if you see when people talk about it, it's always, I love this community. The support is amazing. That's always the feedback that we get. So that's all of you guys you're all a part of that. So thank you. Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
The littles pop in. All right, guys, have a
Thank you,
great
guys. Have a
week.
good night.
Oh, happy 4th of July. I don't think we'll
Thanks,
see
everyone.
I don't think we'll see you again before our 4th of July. So
Nope, that's Saturday. So
Yeah, is there a Forever Pack call on that Saturday or no?
knowing Dave, yes.
Okay, I'll just stay tuned.
I'll make sure and ask him, post it all up. But yes, I would probably figure there will be. Yes.
Okay.
You never
Thank
know.
you,
Maybe
y'all.
he'll go camping and say no, but you know, we never know. I will double check with him though. So, and I'll let you know. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.